Hi and welcome to Scott's Inverts. So I'm Scott. These are the inverts. Today's video is a scorpion setup guide and we're looking at the Paravaejovis confusus, the devil scorpion, one of the smaller species of scorpions out there and an absolutely shockingly beautiful desert species. So before we get into this video, if you're not subscribed, hit that subscription button, and now let's check out the scorpion. So the common yellow ground scorpion, devil scorpion, comes from the Arizonian deserts and shrubland, as well as other deserts all across North America. So when you think about this species, you want to be keeping it exactly how we do the desert hairy. And in fact, the desert hairy will actually prey on this smaller scorpion. So we want to be increasing temperatures to around 28 degrees, keeping that humidity down to as minimum as we can. But what we also want to do is keep that water dish in the enclosure, overfilling it once every 2 weeks. Now up on screen is my beautiful example of Paravaejovis confusus. Terrestrial, these guys will live under rocks and debris in those American deserts and arid areas. Adults will go up to around 2 inches, mature around 2 years of age, and live between 3 to 5 years. Now defensive, they're non-fatal to humans, but the venom is going to be giving you a kind of a feeling like a bee sting, so it's still very, very unpleasant. These guys also mature, so get to full adult size at around 2 years of age, and will grow to around 2 inches in size. This species was actually discovered in 1940, where it was put into the genus Paravaejovis and the species confusus by Stank. What I will do is, because I've probably butchered the taxonomist name, is I'll put that name up on screen for you right now. So when it comes to the enclosure, we want to be keeping this guy around 28 degrees. So up on those higher shelves if you've got the room. If not, you do have to warm it up to around 28 degrees. Now this enclosure here is 9 inches long by about 4 inches across, and depth is around about 4.5 inches with an inch of substrate. And as you can see there, this substrate is excavator clay 80%, 10% dried compost, 10% sand. Now what we do need to go in there with is a piece of cork bark, as flat as you can possibly get it, because these guys will go and burrow underneath it and probably spend their entire life under there, coming out only to feed and water. Now what I also wanted to put in there was, because the sand and the cork bark, it's all the same kind of a colour, I wanted to get a bit of colour into this enclosure as well. So the way I'm doing that is going for some dried out moss and just putting it in the corner and down the left hand side of the cork bark. And what that does is, down that left hand side of the cork bark where it's pushed up against the glass, it will seal it off and stop any light going into the burrow from the left. So that's exactly what we went for. There is some little pieces of stones and some bits of wood in that substrate as well, just to give it more of that shrubland feel, so our scorpion feels more at home than ever. Now the only thing that's left to put in here is the water dish. So I've gone for quite a skinny water dish. This be absolutely perfect. I'm going to overfill it every 2 weeks and just make sure that when I do my rounds with maintenance that this water dish is actually topped up. So every couple of days I'm going to check it and top it up for water, and away we go. We're going in with a little bit of magic mineral water. When I say overfill the dish, that's all I'm going to do. Just literally put the smallest amount of water overflowing, just to raise up the humidity just by that small amount. Now there's a devil scorpion, as it's called in the UK. Over in America they do call it the yellow ground scorpion, so I think we'll go with that as a common name. It is their scorpion after all, Paravaejovis confusus, and doesn't she look absolutely beautiful? Now again, you can be a little bit more rough with these guys. They are not like tarantulas, they're exoskeletons on the outside. Be very, very careful, because if you look there, that is a strike position and they are exceptionally fast, and if they do actually move really, really quickly as well. And a little sting off one of these guys is going to be like a bee sting, so it's not the end of the world, but it's not exactly a pleasant experience either. So just be very, very careful when moving or rehousing these guys, and just look straight over to the water dish And what it's doing there is actually drinking the water straight from the sand instead of going to the water dish. I found this part super natural. Really intrigued me to the fact that the scorpion actually chose to go to the overfill instead of the actual water dish itself to drink the water. Absolutely incredible. An absolute stunningly beautiful scorpion. Let me know what you think down in those comments. Beautiful. Boom! What an absolutely beautiful scorpion, full of energy and looking absolutely spectacular. We picked this one up from the spider shop a couple of shows ago for around 12 quid. Absolute bargain, and they're quite readily available in the hobby. Thank you so much for watching. Christmas Day, we are doing a Christmas Day live, a giveaway from 6 p.m. UK time onwards, basically until we finish giving away everything that we've got to give away, and there is quite a bit. We were looking for something to give away overseas. Now Post Pods, obviously Post Pods, Isopods, he has already put mystery box in for the UK, but said, Scott, I will put £25 UK cash for the rest of the world direct straight to their PayPal. So if you're in America, it will get obviously through PayPal. PayPal will transfer it into your currency and drop it into your account. Absolutely awesome. Can't thank Dan enough. Anyway, pretty soon, probably the video after next one, I'm going to drop another video explaining the Christmas giveaway, because more people have added to it. Unusual Pets have added a lot extra to their part of the giveaway, and there's some interesting things are now going to be available on that one. But you are going to have to be subscribed if you want to be part of that on Christmas Day, 6 p.m. onwards. Anyway, I'm gonna stop the chipper chappering and disappear. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, we shall see you again on the next one.